Alrighty, peeps. How y'all doing? Welcome. Come on in. I'm excited. We got some awesome things happening today. How y'all doing? Cheeto Puff, what's up? Agent, Aquamatic, I saw Fret's in here as well. What's up, Fret? Norm, how you doing, bud? Gordon, Gabriel, Juju, what's up, man? Yo, W cut. There ain't no cut. It's just the hair, man. The hair just is slicked back today, but I appreciate it, man. DJ, what's up, man? How y'all doing? Hey, let me know real quick before we get started. Is my mic okay? Is the volume okay? Need to check that because the showcase starts in like 2 minutes. So I need to make sure everything's good. If I sound good, give me a thumbs up. We good? Yes? Dope. I see Storks here. I see Nexus here. I see Agent, Citrus. What's up, y'all? What's up, dude? So many awesome things. The Quest 3 got announced today. Did y'all see that? In the thumbnail, the Quest 3. It's coming in fall, dude. How dope is that? This is gonna be insanely cool. The stream actually starts in about 1:18. Whenever it does start, we're gonna adjust the volume, get everything fixed, and kind of just go from there. We're just gonna go from there, and it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a lot of cool stuff, man. A lot of cool stuff. I'm excited to see what is coming out. Let's see. We got 50 seconds, dude. It's getting close. But okay, while we're waiting, if y'all could take a guess, what games are we gonna see? You can put 1, you can put 17, you can put 37.5. What games do you think we're gonna see today? Heads up, someone threw money at you. Hey, Blue C, appreciate the donation, thank you very much. I don't know if I will have notifications on once we are watching, because I don't want to interrupt things, but if I see something pop up, I will thank y'all for that. Greatly appreciated. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad we just get to chill for a little bit and enjoy a showcase together. This is gonna be really cool. Alright, let's see. Alright, so it's just waiting on MetaQuest right now. It's just waiting on them. It's gonna be dope. How's bro doing? Bro's doing well. PFG, appreciate the 3 months, man. Thank you very much. Thank you. I don't know what has happened in the MetaQuest chat, but it is just full of lizards. Like the whole, can I show you all this real quick? Can we switch over? Can I come back? What am I on? I'm on screen? There we go. Do you see this? Do you see that? It's just full of lizards. It's happening.
Long have I guarded this peaceful kingdom, protecting the barrier between darkness and light.
Dude, no more rainbows? Let's go.
But invaders from another world
Let me turn this down just a little bit.
to take my home. I won't let them.
Dude, do y'all remember this game? I played this a while back on the channel, and I loved every minute of it. It was great. It's already going. So this is like the pre-show. We have 10 minutes or 11 minutes worth of just extra games they threw in. Oh he's roasting them. I can't wait. Destroy good for good. You can rip them apart now. That's new. Oh my gosh. Man. Thought it was already out. It is. It's actually out now. Like right now. How dope is that? Very nice. How's the volume, by the way? Is it good? Too loud? Too low? Yeah, let me know. I've never really been into all these like big city building games, but they make it look very nice, I will say. It's good? Okay, awesome. Just want to make sure we're good. Volume's perfect. Fantastic, guys. Fantastic. Thank y'all. Little cities. I see people in the chat are talking about budget cuts. They got like an ultimate edition. I think that's coming out today too. Hoping for an Alchemy Labs game for real? Dude, I'm with you. Alchemy Labs is great. I hope they have FNAF VR too. That'd be cool to see as well. Now you gotta remember, this is the Meta Quest gaming showcase. All the games here are gonna be on the Meta Quest, and hopefully they're gonna be across, you know, more VR, like PSVR 2, Steam. Like, hopefully we see it across the board, but just take everything with a grain of salt. It might only be on one, but hopefully it's on everyone, you know? Can't wait for Rec Room 2. I'm with you, man. That's gonna be great. This looks interesting. The death game awaits you. Ooh. What has happened to that baby? I don't know what kind of game this is. It almost reminds me of like Persona, but I don't know. So it looks like some kind of board game or card game mixed in with like story, characters. Oh, you got stabbed. Death Game Hotel. That's something else. Well, I mean, it's not Alchemy Labs. We got White Owls. That is Owl, you know, a little bit. That's kind of close. That little baby freaked me out. Y'all see him? I don't like it. Ooh, okay, so we got a new little thing for Stellaris. I think I tried the very first version of this game. Not this one, but like the predecessor, like the original. I think I made a video on it. They've changed it to like a roguelike, which is, it's interesting. It's like a third-person spaceship roguelike, which is, it's a unique combination. I will say, they sent me like a little merch package, and it is, do I have it over here? I think I have it across the room. They sent me a little ship that is just top-notch. I love the detail in it. Walkabout mini golf? What do we got? What's new? Jewels of Verne, Journey to the Earth. I can't even read that fast. A new series, Evil Lair. Oh, dang! Look at that! Oh, whoa, they're like showing a roadmap. Exploding Kittens, nice. And a pocket edition, very nice. Huh. Dude, I love that Walkabout is becoming like this massive, massive IP. Like, it is everywhere. And they keep coming out with stuff. Oh, mature audiences, here we go. We gotta look away, I'm not mature enough for this. No. What's new in Onward? Is it just that it's coming to the quest? I thought it was already on the quest. New update. New guns. So I guess it's just like a big update. New animations, let's go. They're walking right, boys. They're walking right. Their legs are stepping in the right manner. Let's go. Nice, okay. Play now. Very nice, very nice. Cinematography looks the same, it does.
To my arena of hellfire. In here, no one plays nuns.
Yo, Demio?
Two sides enter, but only one side can survive.
Demio PvP.
Let the battle commence!
Oh, I'm intrigued. Choose your hero, okay.
Time for battle. Guardian ready. Shall we do this?
Interesting. So, it looks like we're gonna be controlling the monsters as well? I seriously loved this game whenever it first came out. I was so sad that it wasn't like... It wasn't super well received on the channel, which I totally get. People enjoy different things, but like just playing it in my downtime, I thoroughly enjoyed it. The game itself is dope. Demio Battles. So it's like it's a whole new game. It's not an add-on.
My dear little Sproutling, you are a special one.
Hey! We're
able to
one!
experience time a bit more.
Hey, just saying, y'all will see this on channel, like,
Flexible.
exceptionally soon. That's all I'm gonna say. I've been watching this game be developed for absolute ages.
You and all your other selves. You were created a part of me.
So the whole entire game is based around you helping yourself. It's the, you know, we are one.
We are
So like, you cannot
We
call your
are
teammates
nature.
trash unless you're putting yourself
We
down, which you don't need to do. So
are
don't call your teammates trash to play this. Just work together yourself, have good teamwork with yourself, and yeah, complete the game. No. No, no, no. No! Oh my gosh, Power Washing Simulator is gonna be in VR. Dude. Yeah! Game of the year. Game of the year. Right there. I am streaming this 100%, or making videos, something. We're washing. We're washing, baby, and you can't stop me. That is dope. I remember people kept like asking, and I mean like begging for it over on Twitter. My buddy Z-Storm, every time they would post anything about an update, he's like, so you're adding VR, right? This update's gonna add VR along with everything else VR, right? Dude, I'm so happy that's finally here. That's... That's so good. That's... Man. I wonder if it's gonna be just as satisfying in VR, you know? Or if it's just gonna feel like a job. Like, I feel like I'm actually gonna like, go out, work a shift, you know? Oh man, that's gonna be good. Yo, peeps, this whole entire like showcase is gonna take some time, so please, if you do not have a snack, if you don't have a drink, you don't have water, please go get some water. Take care of yourself, hydrate, please. I got my water, go get yours. I seriously can't wait for that, by the way. You get paid hourly. You log into the game and they pay you to clean stuff virtually that people mess up, you know? It's like they go and play a campaign and like, you always wonder what happens to those levels whenever you load into the next one. People come in, they power wash it. They clean the whole entire place up and get it ready for the next playthrough. That's what happens. You're about to get a job, a side job in VR, yeah. Yeah. Dominic, how you doing? By the way, peeps, if y'all enjoyed today's stream, please leave a thumbs up. I would greatly appreciate it. And if you enjoy anything VR related, feel free to subscribe. Would love to have y'all as part of this wonderful VR community. Please remind me, especially Jello, if you're still here, please remind me at the end of the stream what I need to talk about with the upcoming streams, because there's some changes coming. There's some changes coming, and I want to talk to y'all about it and give y'all kind of like a idea of what's gonna be happening here on the channel. I would talk about it now, but like I don't know if I have enough time. I do not. There's 4 seconds. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get into it. I do like the music. It's kind of nice. Also, we're about to see somebody, I believe, if they did it like they did last year, where Ruth is on stage. She is like one of the big heads over at Meta. I've played some games with her. She is absolutely terrifying. We call her Ruthless. She is an incredible shot. Like, deadly, scary, kind of incredible.
Welcome, everyone.
Hey,
to
there
our
she is.
third annual MetaQuest Gaming Showcase.
Hi, Ruth.
I'm thrilled to be back hosting, and it's a big day. This morning, Mark Zuckerberg shared that our MetaQuest 3, our next-gen VR headset, is launching later this year.
Round of applause,
MetaQuest
everybody.
3 is our follow-up to MetaQuest 2 and will feature advanced tech that opens up new possibilities in both VR and MR.
Energetic Ruth, yeah, that's her.
It will also be backwards compatible with Quest 2's entire library of over
Good.
500 games and apps.
That's the way to do it.
Later in the show, we'll explore Oculus Studio's biggest and most immersive game ever with a gameplay deep dive. A game that will take advantage of MetaQuest 3's cutting-edge hardware. We have way more to share when MetaQuest 3 releases, including specs, more apps and experiences, and a whole slate of groundbreaking MR content.
Quest 3 is
These
another
are
work
all
headset, pretty
stepping
sure. No,
stones toward our
it's going to be
long-term
for
vision
gaming.
for building the metaverse. But for today's showcase, it's all about VR games. Every title you see today will be playable on both MetaQuest 2 and 3,
Let's go.
and is currently set to launch in the next 12 months. So let's get started.
Dude, let's. Come on. Come on with it. What do we got?
Are you ready?
Dude, Maraca Beat Saber? Like, these characters look familiar. Like they're from Sega or something. Oh, you get to pose? Hold up. Kinda wanna play it. I kinda wanna get in there and shake the maracas. Samba de Amigo. Yeah, there we go, Sega. I was not expecting the
Samba de
giant eye.
Amigo
That was
in VR.
something.
I could not be more excited because music is such an important part of my life. I was
should
a
have had her come back
professional
out in the
musician
maracas.
for years. And at Meta, I've gotten to work with the talented teams behind a bunch of other rhythm games. Playing Samba de Amigo in VR feels like it's always belonged here. And I can't wait to see everyone shaking their maracas when Sega brings the game to the MetaQuest store this fall.
Hey, pre-order right now
Back
for
in
10% off. How
February,
about that?
Shell Games revealed I Expect You to Die 3, Cog in the Machine. Today, I can confirm that this third helping of Spy Hijinks, or Spyjinks, is coming to the MetaQuest store this year.
Yeah, there
Hopefully
we
your
go.
skills haven't gotten too rusty, because this threequel will send agents on their most challenging mission yet. Confront more villainous villains, tackle more perilous perils, and expect to die a few more times.
Probably, yeah. Here we go.
Oh, you are either very strong or that steering wheel was not attached correctly.
Why do I feel like that level's gonna give me
Dr.
motion
Roxana
sickness?
Prism is a former inventor for the agency. She truly believes she can create a better agent.
Oh, hey, I'm Real Butler.
You'll either prove her wrong, or prove her right. You're dead in that second scenario.
Once you're dead, everyone will see just how superior my robots are to human agents.
Hey, you found some nickel. Do it again and you'll have 10 cents.
Every time we encounter Agent Phoenix, we get stronger.
Check this out. We can fly now.
It's simply a matter of time
The
and
graphics look
iteration.
worse. It's just as the Quest 2 variation. On PC VR, I'm sure it's gonna look a lot better.
Are you using Dr. P's notes I left in there? Aren't they great? Sometimes I look at them because they make me happy.
Okay, I like it.
You
I
don't
like
have to
it.
play the
The
series
humor's
in
nice.
order, but if you'd like to, you'll find the first two games bundled in the MetaQuest store for 40% off for a
Hey.
limited time.
Hey, look at that.
That's not all Shell Games is working on. They made a promise at last year's showcase. 3 games over the next 2 years. Hot off the press, let me introduce you to Silent Slayer, Vault of the Vampire. Silent Slayer is a single-player horror game that'll bring you face-to-face with slumbering vampires. And as you might guess from the title, stealth is key to survival.
Ooh, okay, I'm
As Shell
intrigued.
Games puts it, silence is golden, sound is death. Spooky. Let's
Oh, they're
take
gonna
a
say
peek.
silence is deadly. Alright. Stealth horror. With vampires, by the way.
Gently. At last. Aim for the center of the chest. And do not be gentle.
Hi. Bro, come on. I thought he was gonna pop out or something, you know, like the big jump scare. Dang. Okay, I want that. I want to slay some vampires in a tomb. Look at that. Silent Slayer Vault of the Vampire. I'm wondering if that's
At
going to be a
last year's
series, because
showcase,
you know, it's
we
like Silent
revealed
Slayer then something
Ghostbusters,
extra.
Rise of the Ghost Lord. And then I got to drive off into the sunset in the iconic Ecto-1. For this
She
year's
did, I
show,
forgot about
Sony
that.
Pictures VR and N-Dreams put together a little dossier on the Ghost Lord himself. Who is he? And how did he get to be so mean? Along the way, we'll get a glimpse of the West Coast's first Ghostbusters HQ. Some iconic
forgot
San
about
Francisco
Ghostbusters?
landmarks and the
Let's
spirits and
see.
specters that you'll be trapping
See how
there
good
with
it
your
is.
friends. Let's take a look.
I'm really hoping it's not like over the top cheesy. I'm hoping it's actually a really dope game.
You think you know the whole story of the Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
Well, you don't know my story. 1984. My research brought me to Columbia University, where I studied under the Ghostbusters. They dismissed my work, called it dangerous. But in San Francisco, I can show them, with its untapped cauldron of the undead. Where others saw fear, I saw subjects. How could I know my research would stir a dormant evil? Alcatraz, tortured souls, whose guilt I could drain and drain again. Their pain, the price of progress. My dear
Okay,
sister
I do
Katie
like the
understands.
graphics.
Soon
do like the
everyone will
design.
understand. Especially you, Ghostbusters, with your silly parlor tricks. You will see the progress I have made. Know the power I have harnessed. You will realize that I, Gustav Hookfather, am the genius who gave the world endless clean energy. The Ghost Lord is coming.
What have I brought upon the world?
The time of the Ghost Lord is here.
Very nice, very nice. Okay. I like it. It looks good. What do y'all think of that one? Y'all liking it? I want to play it. It looks cool. Be very cool in VR. Okay,
Check
good.
this out.
Good.
The team let me into the San Francisco Ghostbusters HQ a little early, and it's still under construction, but I've got my proton pack, my PKE meter, and I know exactly who I'm teaming
Did
up
y'all
with
see
to
it
take
cut?
out the Ghost Lord. Because if there's one thing you could say about me,
What was
that
that?
I
Why
ain't
was it
afraid
just a
of no
random
ghost. Whew. Anyway,
That was weird indeed.
when we asked one
said Sav's here?
concept,
Where's she
developers of Racquet NX, what's
thank
something
you, love.
players
Appreciate
will
it.
love about your new game? They said, you can lose an arm, then pick it back up and bash your enemies with it. There you go. Underdogs is a physics-based brawler where you wrap yourself in your 5-ton gorilla mech and rampage through New Bracca, the 22nd century mech fighting capital of the world. Take
Giant
on
gorilla
whatever the
mechs?
pitmasters throw your way and
Big
upgrade
monkey
your
mech?
mech to be even more fearsome. But remember, the more you climb the ranks, the more every lowlife in the city will be gunning for you. So get ready to claw your way up the food chain.
Okay. Rampage? It does sound like that, doesn't it? One Hazma? I haven't heard of one.
Yo, this city ain't never gonna let two base boys like us in. Nah, this the jungle out here, bruv.
Put him
If we
there.
wanna get into New Bracca, we're gonna have to fight like fucking animals.
Gang? Dang, he put. Oh, dang! Wait, this is actually kind of cool. The graphics, especially. It looks like almost like a wave shooter, but it's like a wave brawler.
I want to some of them. They think of some joke thing. No, sir. Watch out.
Dang. Boy got rocked.
Get up, man! The bubble's critical! Your arm's broken clean off! Ricardo, they're coming in for the kill! Get up and fight!
Beat him with your arm. Let's go! Okay, that's actually pretty dope. By the way, trailer, music choice, all that. Very fitting, very nice. Underdogs,
At last year's show, we revealed NFL Pro Era, the first NFL and NFLPA licensed VR football sim.
I never tried that
Since the
one.
games launched last October, you've completed over 3 million NFL seasons and unlocked over 9 million trophies.
Dang.
But what's next? Here to tell you is Status Pro president and co-founder and former NFL wide receiver, Andrew Hawkins.
Hi, Andrew.
Thanks, Ruth. Our goal last year at Status Pro was to give people the experience of being NFL QB1, feeling the rush of stepping onto the field and leading your favorite NFL team to victory. And the positive response we got from our community was overwhelming, but that was just the beginning. Later this year, we're upping the game with the next evolution of NFL Pro Era. This year is all about showing the world what you've got. With the new version of NFL Pro Era, we're expanding multiplayer so you and your best friend can pit your favorite teams against each other and see who comes out on top.
Okay.
There's a world of competition out there, and we want to see how our community's QB skills stack up. We've got a lot more to share, though, between now and launch. New features, new modes. This is more than a roster update. The next version of NFL Pro Era will build on last year's game in so many cool ways, and we cannot wait to get it in your hands. Check us out on social. We're posting a lot of community and game updates there before we launch this fall. This is really cool, by the way.
Thanks, Huck. All right, moving on from the field to the court. Back in December, Resolution Games, creators of Blastin' and Demio, revealed their latest project, Racquet Club, an all-new sport designed exclusively for VR. Practice your swing solo, play pickup matches with people all around the world, or just hang out and socialize courtside with your friends in this one-of-a-kind sports complex. Here's a new look at Racquet Club.
I don't think I've heard of this one yet. It looks good though. It's got, you know, Resolution's kind of style. I like that. Yo, why does... I understand it's not pickleball, but it looks like pickleball. Maybe it is pickleball. Kind of? It looks like an enclosed pickleball. I could honestly see a lot of people who are very casual, like VR users really getting into this, because pickleball kind of exploded in popularity over the past year or so. Maybe a little bit more than that, but that'll be interesting. I do understand them putting it inside of a small arena like that, though. That way the ball can come back and continue to play. It's not just miss and wait, have to reset. I think they did well. Brett says Resolution has VR games down to a science. They really do. They're solid company.
At our debut gaming showcase, I premiered the launch trailer for Wraith: The Oblivion Afterlife from Fast Travel Games.
Yeah.
It was the first VR game set in the world of darkness. And today, we're diving back into the world of supernatural horror with an all-new adventure RPG, Vampire: The Masquerade Justice, which will send you to Venice. But not the Venice you see on postcards. You are a vampire, comfortable in the city's darkest shadows.
We went from slaying vampires to
hide in
being
plain
one.
sight. Drink the blood of mortals and use your vampiric abilities to become the ultimate judge of the guilty. So, without further ado, let's sink our teeth into the debut trailer for Vampire: The Masquerade Justice.
Please tell me there's a feature where you have to actually walk up behind somebody and like go, ah, you know? I'm allergic to garlic now, for real. There it is. I told you, there's the feature.
Venice.
Oh, the wall climbing's got me excited. Hang on.
Back on square one. Hiding in the night.
Is it a werewolf?
I didn't want to get dragged into this.
Rip.
But the guilty must be punished.
So you're a vigilante vampire taking out bad guys.
Because if you don't, I'll make things very uncomfortable for you.
I'm sorry, is that how you suck their blood? You send a giant tentacle octopus arm onto their face? What was that?
Next, an adventure
looks
that
dope, but
never
that confuses
needs to
me.
end. This one is special
Maybe it
to
was
me.
just an attack or something?
It's developed by Othergate, a studio co-founded by 4 VR veterans who I used to work with for years on the Oculus Studios team on our very first and super popular franchise, Dead and Buried. I know firsthand that these guys are masters at making fun multiplayer games, and I am honored to announce their next project, Dungeons of Eternity. This 1 to 3 player dungeon crawler generates levels from hundreds of unique chambers, so no 2 trips are the same. You'll explore dark crypts, ruined castles, and deep caverns.
Show me the trailer.
Battle monstrous enemies with melee and magic, solve puzzles, avoid traps, gather loot, escape back to safety, level up, and then do it all over again in a brand new dungeon. Take a look.
Dude, I absolutely love dungeon crawlers. Let's see if this is gonna be a good one. Captured on quest, okay. I do like the skill of it. See how it's all spaced out? They have people down low, people up top. It doesn't feel like it's gonna be super close quarters. It's gonna feel like, you know, you have enough room to breathe when you're in there. A little bit of parkour action, okay. It looks good. It looks good. I don't know how I feel about the magic, but it looks good. I'm more of a melee dude anyway, so I'll probably get in there and start attacking. I do want to try it though.
We brought back Samba de Amigo, but we must have other beloved classics waiting in the wings, right? How about one of the best-selling games of the 90s? An iconic mystery, maybe? Something a little spooky? Yeah, I think we have one like that.
What do we have? Vertigo? Oh, what are you making? You have any idea what this is? Tetris? Yes, this is Tetris.
It's you! Don't be afraid. I'm here to help.
Nah.
There are many like me here. Trapped in this house.
Scary ghost kids, I ain't about it.
Each night, the guests arrive.
Whoa, that is a cool effect.
Stout, what do you want? Show yourself!
The 7th guest. Ooh. Okay. I like that. That seemed actually really unique.
The 7th guest is mostly known for ushering in the CD-ROM era, once upon a time. But it's a great puzzle adventure game. And it's cool to see Vertigo Games and Vertigo Studios Rotterdam staying true to the original, but reimagining it for a new era.
Brett said Luigi's
The team
Mansion.
is using volumetric video to capture the live-action performances of actors to help tell the game's story.
Oh, that's why it
They're
looked
also
like that.
fully recreating the iconic mansion in 3D for the first time. Just don't be surprised if it starts changing shape around you. It is haunted after all.
That's fair.
In addition to the seventh guest,
God,
Vertigo is working on Arizona Sunshine 2, a sequel to one of the most popular games from VR's early days. This one people have been waiting to see for a long time, including me. You might have seen the CG reveal recently.
I did.
But today, we have another short teaser for you.
Nice.
Time to say hello to your old pal, Freddy. And hello to a new friend as well.
Dude, the CGI one was brutal. Absolutely brutal. There we go. Starting off with a just dead body, dead hand.
Oh, what's going on?
This might be some blood.
Hold up. Allow me to show you how it's done. Nice, but oh yeah, that's gonna do. Watch and look. What the? Get a room.
Okay, maybe not.
You know that only counts as one.
What?
In Arizona Sunshine 2,
that zombie
you'll
drops
survive
so
the
fast.
desolate waste of Arizona with your new best friend, Buddy, who you can trust to have your back, even when Freddy's are trying to take a bite out of it. Arizona Sunshine 2 launches later this year, so be sure to check out the game's extended CG reveal trailer if you haven't already. Okay. Last November, Netflix and Tenderclaws revealed that the hit series Stranger Things is coming to VR.
Oh.
I hope you're comfortable in the Upside Down, because you're going to be spending a lot of time there.
I'm excited.
In this chilling psychological horror experience, you are Vecna, invading people's minds and conjuring up their worst nightmares as you look to take revenge on Eleven and her friends. Stranger Things VR comes to MetaQuest Store later this year. And here is a brand new trailer.
Did she just say we're taking revenge on Eleven and her friends? We are Vecna?
I saw a means to realize my potential. To transcend my human
Spider Vecna.
To become the predator I was always born to be.
It feels super weird with them cutting the sound effects in and out so much.
It's time.
That would be, thank you. He's just standing there. Menacingly. I mean, it's definitely a different take.
Next, it's time to strap into your omnidirectional mobility gear
evil dude instead
and
of a
prepare
hero.
to fight the unthinkable.
That's different.
Attack on Titan is a best-selling manga series, acclaimed anime
Attack on
adaptation.
Titan? Hold up.
And now, thanks to the team at Universe, an exhilarating VR game. Attack on Titan VR Unbreakable lets you join the Scout Regiment and go head-to-head with the Titans themselves.
Bro.
Swing through the air using your ODM gear and take down
I
enemies
really hope they did this
many
right.
times your size as you try to protect the last vestiges of humankind. Some of you may already be familiar with this game because we teased it late last year, but you didn't get to see the game's dynamic, high-flying battles. Today you will.
Okay, that's good. I'm hoping it's like not super disorienting. It actually still works and it's not just drag along. I feel like it'd be so good if you could actually feel the momentum as you're just flying to the sky. Let's see. Okay, this is not actual gameplay. Fair warning. It's pre-rendered gameplay. Where's the actual gameplay? Smile. Oh gosh. I can just imagine the amount of people smacking their walls playing this. Bro, I think it's a dope concept, but I'm holding off with my excitement until we see actual gameplay. because I want to know how disorienting it is.
Back in 2011, Polish developer People Can Fly, the creators behind Outriders and Painkiller, introduced the world to skill shots. Blast an enemy out of the air, skill shot. Kick him into a cactus, skill shot. Crush somebody under a hot dog cart. You get the idea. Now imagine how creative you could get with that system in VR. Forget imagining it.
Soul's definitely gonna throw up probably with that
Here's
game.
your first look at Bulletstorm in VR.
I played Bulletstorm on like Xbox whenever I was a kid. It's in VR? I did not see that coming. You can kick with no feet. It looks so similar to the actual game. That's kind of cool. It reminds me a lot of Gears of War, like the design of it.
This is the Bulletstorm we all know and love. Every skill shot, every story beat fully recreated from the ground up for VR. And for the first time, you'll actually be able to handle an energy leash, deliver devastating blows, and mow down hordes of mutated enemies. So book your ticket to the planet Stygia for later this year. And thanks to People Can Fly and Incuvo for bringing such a fun project to life. Okay, before we start talking about our final game, I know you've been waiting for an update on Assassin's Creed in VR. And I have good news.
Yeah?
Assassin's Creed Nexus is coming to the MetaQuest store by the end of the year. Tune into Ubisoft Forward on June 12th for the full reveal of Assassin's Creed Nexus.
Dang, they snagged it.
I promised you a deep dive. Let's get into it.
Where's GTA?
In 2019,
I have not heard
Asgard's
a single
Wrath
thing.
took us on an epic journey across the fabled 9 realms of Norse mythology.
So this is our
That
final one, is
journey ended
Asgard's
here,
Wrath.
imprisoned in this very tavern by the trickster god Loki. But Destiny has more in store for you. From Sanzaru Games and Oculus Studios, this is the world premiere of Asgard's Wrath 2.
Chaos is spreading. Loki's evil invades all realms.
He must be stopped.
I remember playing this on the Oculus Store before, like the first one.
Betrayal has made you
And it's
stronger,
impressive that they got it on the Quest 2. I like the different weapons. I'll see that wall running, okay.
Exact your vengeance.
and unleash your wrath.
Hey, that's a tall lady. What in the world? How do you fight her? There's decapitation. Okay. Just okay. The whole entire body straight in half. Oh, he pulled it back on the axe. Bro played music as a weapon. What in the world? Not bad. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad.
Asgard's Wrath 2 is an all-new standalone adventure in this epic series. Freed from prison by the Weavers of Fate, you'll set out on a new quest across time and space. From the Norse realms to the deserts of ancient Egypt.
Okay.
Here on the Great Sand Sea,
I like the
you'll
transition.
once again battle gods and creatures of myth to stop Loki from upending all of creation. When the original Asgard's Wrath released on PC VR, it wowed players with its jaw-dropping scale, brutal physics-based combat, and stunning graphics. Asgard's Wrath 2 will set a whole new standard for wireless VR. This is the deep and immersive action RPG that you've been waiting for. Packing enormous, free-roaming environments, gorgeous visuals, and well over 60 hours of exploration and tense combat into MetaQuest 2 and MetaQuest 3.
Dang.
Today, my friend Matt Kramer, head of design at Sanzaru Games, will take us on a tour of the team's groundbreaking title. Everything you're about to see was captured in-game. Matt, the mic's yours.
There we go, okay.
Thanks, Ruth. I'm so excited to show everyone what we've been working on at Sanzaru these last few years. Asgard's Wrath 2 picks up where the first game left off, in a mysterious tavern you can't escape from. You're suddenly thrust into battle with a giant creature, clearly from another realm. Just when you think all is lost, you encounter the Weavers of Fate, a trio of beings that set you off upon your adventure to find and stop Loki. So just how much bigger is this game? Not only will you travel through new Asgardian locations, like Muspelheim, the Land of Fire, the Weavers of Fate will also bring you into new realms, like the vast desert expanse of ancient Egypt. These massive worlds, beyond the scope of any other game on the MetaQuest platform, come alive in Asgard's Wrath 2. Dotted with temples, caves and dungeons,
love you too.
Characters to meet,
Travel well.
Monsters to battle, quests and side quests, wildlife, crafting resources, mini-games, and more. This is a living world you can roam and explore freely. The most expansive of these worlds is the Great Sand Sea, full of hidden treasures and unique events. You could spend hours upon hours exploring this map and still not discover all its secrets. You might decide to prove your combat prowess by hunting rare, high-level monsters that roam the sands, or gather plants or and animal parts to craft useful consumable goods, such as bait to attract wildlife, or a ward that provides a temporary AoE benefit wherever you throw it. But it's not all about survival. Kick back and fish.
They have fishing.
Or beat your high score at the Slingshot Shooting Gallery. There's no shortage of stuff to do and see outside the primary quest line. These worlds are so big, you're going to want some more speed as you move through them. Luckily, you'll have the power of a god at your fingertips. As with Asgard's Wrath, you'll be able to transform a few brave animals into unique warrior followers to help you solve puzzles and eviscerate enemies. New in this game, they'll serve as powerful mounts that can carry you swiftly across the massive realms of Asgard's Wrath 2.
So you can pet the panther turns to Panther Woman, and then you can also ride the panther as a mount.
Can look very different to a god. Like Asgard's Wrath, you'll also see the world from the god-scale perspective, and use your cosmic powers to manipulate the mortal world around you. Reach inaccessible areas, solve puzzles, and more. You can't save the world alone, though. Egypt is full of would-be heroes who need your godly assistance to enter the realm of legend. Each hero in Asgard's Wrath 2 is completely unique. Different weapons, different skills and abilities, and different strengths. By possessing these mortals, you can help them fulfill their destiny
put a song in his head.
and get
like
closer
that.
to yours as well. The first of these heroes is Abraxas, a cynical tomb robber with a grudge against the gods. You and Abraxas make an unlikely pair, but you'll have to work together to take down fearsome enemies like the bloodthirsty goddess Sekhmet. Abraxas seeks vengeance against Sekhmet for the murder of his father. With his boomerang axe, whip sword, and bladed shield at your command, he'll stop at nothing to defeat her. Combat was one of the aspects players loved most about Asgard's Wrath, us included. It was vicious and brutal. Whether swinging a sword, throwing an axe, or even using your fists, the combat made you feel powerful and skilled.
Dang.
In the first game, the combat favored a defense-first approach, meaning you had to block and parry a series of enemy attacks before you had a chance to remove their runic shields. This loop had to be completed 3 or 4 times before you could start damaging an enemy. In Asgard's Wrath 2, our updated combat system is centered around player choice. Nothing is holding you back.
That's how it should be. You shouldn't have to go through a whole entire pattern in order to fight somebody.
Do a flurry of attacks or land skilled parries to trigger opportunity windows that let you cut through your enemy's defenses.
Oh shoot, Panther Lady took his head.
We've also expanded the systems to include elemental types for a greater degree of player customization and wider variety amongst enemy archetypes. This time, we have a full physics system implemented for weapons. With swords, axes, bows, staffs, and more at your disposal, you can find a combat style that's right for you. But you'll need to change up your approach, as enemies will now react to your every movement and switch up their own attacks. You'll also unlock new skills and abilities as you level up,
boomerang axe and throwing it back. That is
further
nuts.
in the weapons you use most. Unlock powerful abilities and super attacks to truly change the game. Nothing feels better than seeing your weapon soar into the air and rain down on a horde of enemies. You'll also discover relics you can slot into your weapons and armor that will provide you with powerful buffs, like adding fire damage to your weapon or heal over time.
Dude,
allowing
the amount
you
of
to customize
series
your
I feel like
weapon
people are
set
going to make on this
against
game
each enemy you
is going to be
face.
huge.
But you won't be the only one leveling up. Your animal followers have their own skill trees and will grow in power the more you spend time with them. Even with an upgraded companion and all these powers at your disposal,
they grow through the
don't
power
think
of
the
friendship.
enemy AI will go easy on you. As you level up, so will they, gaining new abilities, smarter tactics, sneaky counters.
Yes, this game's gonna be $40 or $50 probably. And it's gonna be well worth
super
it.
attacks
It has
and relics
60 hours worth of
against you.
gameplay.
Some will even heal each other, boost each other's damage, or call for reinforcements.
You nerd, stop.
You'll have to use all the strength, endurance, speed, and quick thinking you can muster to forge a path through the ravenous enemies that lay between you and your destiny.
The combat looks nuts.
For a true challenge and the opportunity to earn bragging rights amongst your friends, you can step into the Uncharted Rifts, an infinitely replayable dungeon crawling mode with exclusive loot that you can take back with you into the main campaign. The rifts are always open, so you can visit at any point during or even after the campaign and put your skills against some of the toughest time-limited challenges the rifts have to offer. Face increasingly ferocious enemies as you delve deeper into these endless labyrinths, encountering the ghosts of players who fell victim to the rifts before you. Whether friend or foe, these specters will be part of your dungeon.
Okay, this is like something straight out of Dark Souls. What in the world?
Survive long enough, and you'll earn a spot on the leaderboards and those precious bragging rights. The Uncharted Rifts are deep and full of mystery. They're almost like a whole game on their own, and we've barely scratched the surface of
what? What did we barely scratch the surface of? That's not me. What happened?
all the unique dangers you'll encounter.
Bruh.
I hope that this first look at Asgard's Wrath 2 has you excited. We've got so much more to show you. More heroes, more companions, more gods, Loki anomalies. I can't wait to show you more. Back to you, Ruth.
Dang. I might be playing that in my downtime.
Okay, Now head over to the MetaQuest store because pre-orders of Asgard's Wrath 2 are open. Pre-order and you'll get a copy of the original Asgard's Wrath on PC. You don't have to play it before, but it'll add some fun context. You'll also get immediate access to the great Sandsea home environment I'm standing in now, and unlock an exclusive Asgard's Wrath 2 themed character, as well as the title of Cosmic Guardian in Population 1. And once Asgard's Wrath 2 launches later this year, those who pre-ordered will get access to the Sword of Ra and the Sun God's battle armor.
Where are we going now?
That's the end of our main showcase. But stick around for more, because up next, we have some of the most passionate VR creators sitting down to discuss the games from the show. And while you're there, we're running a sale on favorites like NFL Pro Era, Resident Evil 4, Phone Lab, Among Us, and many more.
Nice.
And like last year, we're also giving away this awesome room I'm standing in. It's available now in settings under Home Environments. Of course, there's so much more we want to share with you. We plan to announce more games, major updates to existing titles, and we've got a whole new headset to launch. Thank you all so much for tuning in, and thanks to the developers who helped put this show together. Keep playing, and we'll see you next year.
It's over. It was too short. No, that was an hour long, man. That was decent. Do y'all want to stick around? Do y'all want to actually watch like this after showcase with the some meta creators? I'd like to see if some of my friends are in it.
I'm going to be in so much trouble if this leaks, but this actually looks a lot like Quest 6. The Ecto 1? Oh yeah, that's still parked at my place. No, they're not getting it back.
That's funny. That's funny.
Long have I guarded.
Okay.
Hi everyone. I'm Travis Williams, head of production at Oculus Publishing. We hope you enjoyed our showcase and are excited for all the awesome games.
Depends, are you one of them?
Some of
I'm
our
not.
Talented developers and your favorite VR content creators to talk a bit more about two of them, Asgard's Wrath 2 and Ghostbusters, Rise of the Ghost Lord. First up is Asgard's Wrath 2, the massive RPG.
Jasmine, Wolf of VR.
From Sandsea Games.
I don't know the other guy, but I'll get to know him.
Studio creative director at Sandsea Games and a good friend of mine.
What's up, Travis?
You know? And here to grill him with questions are VR gaming creators from the community. We are pleased to welcome Jasmine of VR with Jasmine.
Hi, everybody.
What's going on, Jasmine? Jeff, aka A Wolf in VR.
That's me.
That is him. That is.
And Thomas, aka Voodoo, DE.
Hi, guys.
Thank you all so much for being here. You guys have just seen our reveal trailer and gameplay walkthrough. I'm sure you have plenty of questions, but first, I'm going to kick things off with a question to Matt. What led your studio from the first game to Asgard's Wrath 2?
Well, you know, the first game, we just knocked it out of the park. I mean, it's the largest.
Mine said that's the German guy who owns every VR headset. I'll have to look into it, man.
Yes.
So what are we going to do? Let's make it bigger.
Yes,
Let's make it better.
Ooh.
And that is what we're doing with Asgard's Wrath.
I will say with Asgard's
so
Wrath, they made a huge change. Before it was like linear story.
So bad. Like
different missions,
Wrath
but this
2
is
has so many different layers of gameplay. We've got the Uncharted Rift.
Excuse me.
We've got over 60+ hours of gameplay in large, huge, expensive worlds.
60.
So you guys saw the mounts, which we'll talk about further.
Yes.
So, you can, look at that. Zoom in on this. Look at that.
That's me on the Panther thing.
That's our next mocap right there. So, but you know, we've got these mounts, and so that just gives you any inkling of the size of the worlds. You can transform any of those guys at any moment.
So Jasmine, you're new to the Asgard's Wrath experience. What did you think of the trailer?
Wow, that's what I thought. The whole time my
Man, this is so dope. See my friends up there?
What? There's more, there's more, there's more. And honestly, the entire time I was looking at it, first I did notice how beautifully designed the I
love that set, by the way. Like,
their
look at that.
Costumes look beautiful.
The background looks great.
Which
Little
is
cubes.
That you're able to get that on
the sword, the shield.
On a standalone headset like the Quest.
Oh yeah.
But aside from that, I was also the whole time I was feeling like, am I in a movie? I feel like I'm literally in a movie. So could you talk more about like how much of the storyline is like built into there?
Yeah, so Asgard's Wrath 2 takes off where the first one left off. And the good news is you don't have to play the first game. We've got an awesome recap that you can see in VR, and we retell the whole story.
That's nice.
So first game,
that's
you're
nice
because
the other game is it's not as big, but it still could sink
remember,
like
Loki left you in a prison.
20, maybe 30 hours into it, I believe.
So the second game takes off with these weavers of fate intervening and helping you get out of this prison to track down Loki where he is. And that's where we find him in ancient Egypt.
Very cool.
So it's just a giant hunt for Loki. Man, and meanwhile, anything else that happens is just fun.
Asgard draft.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so tell me, like, what's your favorite memory?
Dude, okay.
How long is it? The game itself, they said it's going to be at least 60 hours.
The scale of it. I mean, you know, you're a god, you're a little person, so on and so forth, but when you first walk into Jotunheim, which is the world of giants and all that, and you just look in the background and this giant's like suddenly getting up off the ground, and you're just like, way down here, and you're just like looking up, craning your neck to see these giants moving, it's just incredible. And that's something that you can only feel in VR.
Absolutely, I agree. So how about this?
Good point. Good point. Scale in VR is
I'm so excited about it, and I
it's
see
really
you guys
cool.
have even more like hidden collectibles and secrets all around the world that people can find. Because I remember one of my favorite parts about the first one is I played through the entire
What's the
game.
game's name? Asgard's Wrath.
There are these
2.
massive like side dungeons that tell their own story, and you kind of find those in random locations. Do you have stuff like this too, where I can go out and just do an entirely different game outside the main story?
Yeah, and it's something that we always think about. We're always valuing the player's time and experience in the game. So when you unlock those side quests and stuff, they're not like 1 or 2 objectives and stuff. It is a full-on narrative story that you're going to unlock, almost with its own little ecosystem and its own little loop.
So it's not kill 10 squirrels, it's go on this adventure.
Yeah, we want you to feel like you're in the world, living and breathing it.
I can't believe that this is on Quest 2. It's just amazing to see this kind of graphics.
I'm with them.
And my question is,
bringing something like this to Quest 2 is kind of nuts.
Quest 2, and how does it look on Quest 3?
Yeah, great question. So first on Quest 2, so everything you saw, that's Quest 2 footage. Absolutely looks phenomenal. And so we're just very conscientious about what our boundaries are, what we can do and what we can't. We make those boxes very early on in development, and those are the boxes that we live in. In terms of Quest 3, the feeling of the headset is superb. I've been using this for a couple months now. It's the form factor is primo.
It is.
Really? The other thing is resolution and horsepower on this thing is phenomenal.
So it will even look better on Quest 3. Crazy.
The first game,
I'm wondering how much
was hit or miss.
I'm wondering how Quest 3 compares to like something like a Valve Index, like Steam VR.
Blocking, parrying, waiting for other stuff to happen. But in this one, combat looks so much more fun. But in addition to that, the weaponry. I mean, we got axes, and you're Captain America-ing a shield across there. You have this like a harp bow that's shooting.
Yeah,
the harp bow is dope. I like that
What
one a lot.
I do want to talk about is weapon diversity. So another thing that we haven't touched on is the sword that Abraxas has transforms into a whip.
Oh yeah.
And so traversal in general is taken to another level in Asgard's Wrath 2. You're going to be whipping across things. You're going to be doing combinations where you're wall running to a couple wall runs, and then you're floating in air, and then you're using.
Have they said the price? Not for this game. If I had to guess, probably at least $40.
You have your mount, your wonderful mount we call Sabira, the Black Panther that you saw. She's over in the corner. She's all set up in mount form. You got to rush. You want to rush onto the mount, but she's really far away. Use your whip, pull your whip, boom. You're right on the mount. You're riding around. Oh, there's a mob of enemies out there while you're on the mount. I want to go attack those guys. Use your whip, pull yourself right to the target, and you're right off the mount.
Dude, people who've been playing Crescendo were made for this. They're going to have like, they don't have the tennis elbow anymore. They're good. They're just going to whip it out there, hop in a battle.
It really takes us to another level.
Oh, this is going to be cool.
Yeah, so it sounds like the weapons also dual, like doing something, being able to do something else. Are there any other weapons that do something else? Like,
is there going to be a Steam VR port of this game?
The shield in its own
Probably not. If I had to guess, they're going to be exclusively with
you could stop it in
Meta.
space. The axe.
Because remember, the first game they didn't do that either. They stayed with.
You can redirect it.
They
All
did.
the weapons also have a puzzle layer.
They
to
did
it, so
do
you'll be
a
able to use
PC
them for
VR
certain
version
puzzles. You may
at
have
first.
To redirect. Some
Actually, no.
switches or
Period.
something
I think that's where it came out. Was just that. It wasn't on Quest.
The cool thing is that every hero that you meet, they have all different.
I don't know.
So every character.
If you think about it, man, like
feel like a totally
if they built
different
this
game
whole entire game 60 hours plus,
the coolest part
I feel like it'd be rather difficult to
the
actually get a
followers that you
decent,
meet
good
throughout your
port
adventure, You bring
as well.
them back to the beginning of the game.
I feel like they put all their focus into one
unlock further content.
basket, you know, with the Quest 3 and the Quest 2.
So much stuff with the hero
if I had to
weapon.
guess, it's probably not going to be on PC VR, which is that is upsetting because I would love to see this game at its full capacity with something like PC
the thing
VR.
about
But
it is a lot of times
regardless,
you don't
I'm
get to
sure
put
it'd
that
still be a
stuff in
pretty
the
dang good
You
game.
know, you go like,
From what we saw, it looked
wouldn't
dope.
this be cool? And it just seems like you just sat around and just said, hey, you know, it'd be cool, and you put it in the game.
You know, I'm going to tell you what, wouldn't it be cool moment. So you guys saw in the trailer, there's this big lunken monster that's going around the back of the desert. That desert is called the Great Sand Sea. And you're going to see this guy. Yep, you're there right now.
Yeah, I feel it.
And
Don't turn around.
See this guy in the background. And if you look closely at some of the footage in the trailer, there's going to be a moment where you're going to be toe to toe with that giant creature. So when you talk about epic scale and can these guys do the epic scale on the Quest 2, the stuff that you're going to fight and battle is on a huge scale.
I'm wondering
about, a lot of characters and gods and stuff, so there will be something like a story, of course. Will my community be able to play that game in German, for example?
So on
Okay, you know, that's a
launch
good
day, we'll
question.
have all localization.
Wow.
And that'll be day one from right off the bat.
That's good, including everybody.
That's what I want to hear. So you talked about hardcore players.
What I was trying to say, sorry, I got distracted.
Yep, we have everything.
I'm wondering if this
from,
game
you
is
know,
going to
the
launch
biggest
as like a
story
launch title
mode
for the
to
Quest 3,
hardest
or if it's going to be out before
which
the
we
Quest
call
3.
Wrath.
Because I could see them trying to make that like a big seller with the Quest 3. Like, you know, it's the launching point. And so
I want to see
they
that
could hold
YouTube
off.
video. You finishing
but
the entire game on Wrath difficulty.
Well, my first series is going to be 40 episodes because it's a 60-hour game, plus dungeons, plus you have these rift mechanics. I mean, it's massive. You expect me to play it multiple times?
I guess you better get on it.
What's funny is
I'll
like
take
even
the
though
game
they're
right now.
joking about Wolf, like what he's going to have to do for his videos, he does playthroughs. He covered the first game.
The game is
This is going to give him so much
over
work
that
on
16
YouTube,
hours,
so many
60
videos,
hours.
it is
How
going
do
to be
you-
nuts. This dude is
it's
going to
just
be
making
booked
sure
for
that
like
everything is fresh.
4 months
You know, we've
worth of
got our
videos just on
overarching
one
story
singular
narrative,
game.
and then we have all the
Like
different
thinking of
characters
that,
and hero
like
gears and followers.
work-wise,
And
is insane.
In my mind, I feel like
This dude's
all those
covered.
little sagas
He can be like, I'm
are
just
like
doing this
mini
for the next 4
ecosystems
months.
in themselves. They're mini games in themselves. Plus,
Oh,
we've
that's
got
insane.
the Uncharted Rifts. So the Uncharted Rifts unlocks as the players.
I don't know if this would be something I would cover on the channel. I really don't know if it's something people would thoroughly enjoy, but
this rift.
we'll see.
Ethereal
We'll see.
planes with the Weavers. And so the Rift play is basically like a roguelite game.
No More
There's
Rainbows is going to release on the
floors
MetaQuest
and
store
floors of
tomorrow. No, I think it's
dungeons
already out
that
now.
players need to
I'm pretty sure
go
it's out
through.
right now.
Now, what's cool about this is when you die in the Rift,
which I will,
you can leave behind either a divine soul or a dread soul. A divine soul will go off into the cosmos and it'll go into someone else's game.
Wow.
And while they're playing those Rift dungeons, they may have your divine soul there. And let's say the wolf is having a hard time because he's probably going to have the hardest.
Probably.
And he needs some extra help. He can reach out to one of those divine souls, and you can pull
smacking the
them
man.
into
So I can pull Jasmine into my game.
You could.
And her soul will help me.
Yep. So let's say you're not so nice and you want to throw out a dread soul.
Oh boy.
And so you can send out a dread soul to go to other people's games, and they'll actually be an enemy that's going to fight other people.
That's pretty
And
cool.
it's an asynchronous play where you're getting feedback loops back and forth.
How'd you come up with this? This is wild.
We want to make sure the game is chock full of all these different discovery points. And to your earlier question, how do you keep people playing? Is things like this. It's the story, it's the content, it's the type of stuff that's coming and just keeping it fresh. So
I think that's fresh as hell as far as I'm concerned. I mean, look, Matt, clearly you spent a lot of time making
I like this dude
game.
over here. I like his shirt, the white
It's
shirt.
gonna be awesome. All right.
It's got like blue
That's
in it.
all
It looks
from
like
us now.
art, almost
Thanks
like paint.
a ton to Jasmine, Jeff.
So Invasions from Elden Ring.
Thomas,
Yes, it is.
for
It
joining us
is
today.
precisely
Especially
that.
Matt.
You can have allies and you can have
Asgard
enemies.
Wrath 2 is available for pre-order now.
I'm
With
wondering
some
how
awesome
smart
in-game
the enemies
items
are, though, you know?
Coming exclusively to
Like-
MetaQuest headsets later this year.
I don't know. I don't know. They really did sell this game though. I know so many people are gonna be picking it up now.
Hey, we're back.
That dude changed so
Hey,
fast.
Ruth, I know you like to fit, but it's not just me. I got a whole squad.
Gamertag, Otter,
Let's move to the
Tech-Man.
ghost-infested streets of San Francisco to talk more about Ghostbusters: Rise of the Ghost Lord, launching
awesome.
later this year on MetaQuest. Let's meet our panel. Jack Bromhead is the art director at InDreams, developers of the first ever Ghostbusters game coming to MetaQuest.
Thank you, Travis.
What's happening? And again, we're joined by a group of VR content creators to throw questions at him. First up is Tech-Man from the TikTok channel,
Tech-Man Jew.
What up, Tech-Man?
What's good with you?
You know. You know her as Otterworldly on YouTube.
Tech-Man's
What's up, Otter?
laugh is so contagious, man.
And then finally, Gamertag VR is here.
GT, my buddy.
I'm good, man.
Right.
That man gives
Thank you
me a
guys for
hug
stopping by.
anytime I run into him
We just shared more about
at any event.
Ghostbusters,
I love
Rise of the
GT.
Ghost
He's a
Lord
good guy.
story, Villain, and announced that the game is coming fall 2023. But before we get to your questions, I'd like to ask each of you, what did you think of the new trailer? Otter, what'd you
It
think?
was cool to see the design of all the different monsters as well as like the environments. What made you decide to go with that style for Ghostbusters?
Yeah, well, there's so many themes to Ghostbusters.
solid question.
And we wanted to stay super authentic to the IP. We wanted that horror element.
Echo, what's up?
You know,
How you doing?
there's some
Welcome to
really
stream.
moody environments in there. The ghosts are scary. We've got.
I wonder
you know,
if they
sort
got
of
to
crocodile
keep the
hand.
suit. Matter of fact, hang on, I gotta. No, I can't bring it up right
yeah,
now.
and,
Wait, I can't on my phone. I gotta ask GT if he kept the suit.
Holding his own eyes, which is pretty good. So, yeah, we wanted to hit that horror theme, but we also wanted it to be accessible to everybody. Ghostbusters is accessible. It's iconic. There's multi generations of fans, and so we wanted every one of those generations to see the game and just buy into it straight away.
That's
and
awesome.
just yeah.
It looked amazing to me, to be honest. Like, I love the graphics, I love everything. What stuck out to me was the multiplayer aspect of the game, right? Because the games I find most enjoyable are games I can play with my friends. So I just want to see how we're going to incorporate the traps, the proton pack, the scanner. I thought you were going to turn it on.
Please don't turn it on. I don't want to know if there are ghosts in this area, you know, for real, because
Wait
I'm
a
not
minute.
Man, look at the props too
I just
that they
wanna
have.
know, like, my main thing about it is like,
That's so cool.
how is the gameplay? Like, when it comes to multiplayer, like, I want to know, is there, like, when we go in a dungeon, it's going to be like a tank, a DPS. Like, how are we going to use our technology to benefit
How do you
everyone?
split the team?
Absolutely.
That's
So
fair.
yeah, it's all about teamwork. So it's about going into these places and busting ghosts together. And you've got an array of equipment to use. So you've got the proton pack, the iconic proton pack. You've got the ghost trap and the PKE, as you said. So the PKE, that's your radar, right? That's how you navigate around the world. You find your items, or you find the ghost that you're going to bust, or the ghost that's infested that area.
Okay.
And then as a team, you coordinate, right? Who's zapping the ghosts? Who's tethering them? Who's going to trap them? And there's that, that really fun.
So just kind of working with your team,
of
calling out what
just
equipment you're
working
going to have.
together.
It's not really like a
All of your
class. It's more so
equipment is
just
upgradable.
what are you
see in
going to
the
do?
trailer, there was
Who are you going to call for this
So
certain
that's
thing?
where you mod out your kit.
Okay.
So one of your team might decide to
Look
have
at
the
Gamertag's shoes.
shield,
Look at this
the
man's
global
shoes. He's always got
shield,
nice
or
shoes.
The decoy, and the others might
Look at
be,
that.
Just
Dude's got the
just
coolest
doing
like kicks
the heavy
collection.
lifting with the proton pack.
So basically, it's like once we determine our loadouts, it'll be easier, or like we'll be able to have a better strategy for facing each ghost.
Yeah, definitely. It's all
Okay.
about strategy.
Okay.
And the most fun thing, to be honest, is when everyone's been working hard tethering these ghosts, and you go in and you trap the ghost.
So you get your mission at the main HQ, which I'm assuming we can see behind us.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then you determine what you're going to do from there.
Yeah. You get to select an array of missions, and you load out how you want to play, and how the team's loaded out. Get to the Ecto 1 and start busting ghosts together.
Nice.
Nice.
What I really liked is the fact that Ghostbusting's a business.
What, so you earn cash?
Yeah, you earn cash. You're clearing out the ghost infestation in San Francisco.
Yeah.
So you earn cash at the end of every mission, and you buy equipment. You got to work together to work out how you're gonna bust these ghosts without destroying Golden Gate Bridge.
That's a real strategy.
So with such a legendary IP, what was like the hardest bit to do to bring this to VR? Because this is probably the best way anyone could actually feel like they are a Ghostbuster for the first time.
Absolutely.
So, yeah.
VR is so immersive, and to put on the headset, pick up the Proton Pack.
Luigi's Busy
go
with
in
Boot.
with
Could
your
you
friends.
imagine if
Insane,
Nintendo finally
right?
was like,
One
you
of
know
the
what, we're going to
hardest
hop into
things
VR,
was
we're going to
making
share
sure
IP,
that it
we're
felt
going to let
authentic
people make
and
stuff.
making sure
Could
that
you imagine
the
an actual
Proton
Luigi's
wand
Mansion?
felt like the Proton wand.
That would be incredible.
And the trap,
That'd be so
when
dang
that
good.
opens and captures a ghost, it's as powerful as it is in the movies. But we tie in a lot of the existing Ghostbusters universe into what we made.
Otter, your people are watching, right? Like, what do they want to know about Ghostbusters: Rise of the Ghostwood?
Is the Marshmallow Man going to be in it?
Well, there's mini puffs. Yeah, really fun when you go around the corner and you get absolutely swarmed.
Lots of
by
puffs.
I feel bad
Good.
killing them though.
Good,
Not
good,
at
good.
all.
Picking them up.
Don't try and eat them.
No.
Luigi's Mansion would be the best. It would
Ghost,
be kind of
like,
cool.
you
It
know,
would be
you
rather
mentioned the
nice.
Ghost with the crocodile hand.
Yeah.
Like, what made you come up with these designs? Like, how does that work?
Yeah, we looked at the Spirit Guide and all the existing IP, and we just tried to make the most fun, most exciting ghost we could.
So fans will get in here and feel some nostalgia.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
So
Yo, what's
there's
up,
a different
Z?
art style that you've chosen. Can you tell me, like, how'd you come up with that art style? Like, what was the
See,
decision?
I'm
Like,
curious
how-
about
you know,
this
I'm
one.
gonna
I
do
do
something like
dig the design that they have right now.
Absolutely. So we started with very strong concept art. We concepted it all out, and we picked from the styles that we really liked the most. But it was quite clear we needed a really strong toon shader. One, we wanted to play to our strengths on the platform, and two, we just wanted to make it pop. We wanted the characters to pop, we wanted the ghost to pop, and especially when you're dealing with these quite dark and moody environments, you know, you're going around Alcatraz when it's abandoned, so you know you want things to still look.
Hey, yo, we did that.
Like you know, they
We did
pop
that last
out.
year. We went to
So,
Alcatraz.
Techman, what kind of multiplayer gamer are you then?
Man,
went
just
running
like
around with Tech Man.
Ghostbusters, something with strategy.
Okay.
Right? So I want to go in, I want to have a plan. I don't want to just go in shooting, busting ghosts. I want to make sure we know what we're going after, what we're going to do, who's going to use the trap, who's going to use this weapon, that weapon. I want it to be flawless. Right? Because if we're going to
Tech Man wants a solid team.
storm through the gates,
He wants everything
we need
set
to know
up.
what we're doing.
Techman has clearly got some multiplayer pre-qualification in order to make it happen. Well, listen, Jack, I appreciate you coming through.
I wonder if we have any more.
Thank you.
You know, you're the art
'Cause we had Asgard's Wrath. We've had this.
Much love. That'll do it for our Ghostbusters Rise of the Ghostwood roundtable.
I thought my phone was ringing.
Huge
I didn't
thanks to
realize the
everyone
background
on
music was
stage.
cutting in.
Jack,
Thank you.
Techman, Otter, and Gamertag for taking part. Ghostbusters Rise of the Ghostwood launches this fall.
I'm proud
and
of
you can
all of them. They
wishlist
did
the
great.
game right now on the MetaQuest store.
They
That's
did
all
really
from
well.
us. Again, we hope you enjoyed this year's showcase as well as these deeper discussions. Until next time, peace.
It looks good. It looks good. I'm excited.
Hi, everyone.
We're back,
I'm
ladies
Travis
and gentlemen.
Williams, head of production at Oculus Publishing. We hope you enjoyed our show.
Hello? Hello? They what? No. What happened? What happened, man? They just well, that was interesting. That was interesting. A lot of cool games, a lot of cool information. What the heck happened? There was a cut during Ruth's time in the Ghostbusters area. They cut that man off when he was still chatting. What happened? How are they gonna cut off that man's outro? He was doing good. All right. Well, peeps, let's have our own little chat here for a second. Let me move you all around a little bit so I can see you in the right areas. I have you up there. You are that way. Move you that way. Move that way. That's not even working. Not gonna worry about that. All right. What did y'all enjoy most about the showcase? Which games did you enjoy? Because there were a lot. There were a whole lot. I still have my email open. I didn't realize my email was open. It is flooded. That was something. I don't even know what to tell you, but that was something. Just got here. Hey, welcome. Welcome to the end of the stream. Come on. Arizona Sunshine 2 was cool. Okay. Bro was about to start speaking facts, so they cut him off. He's like, yeah, so by the way, the Quest 3 comes out on, and they cut him. They're like, we can't have it. I'm hyped for I Expect You to Die 3. I'm with you, man. I'm with you. That game looks good. And like the humor in it, it made me laugh. It made me genuinely laugh during his trailer, which I'm excited about. Yeah, I don't know why they cut him out. That was weird. That was really weird. Okay, I did want to talk about what I'm going to be doing with my streams. So I've had some internet issues. It sucks. There's no other way to put it. It's been terrible. But I should be back to doing more streams now that it is, everybody cross your fingers, now that it is hopefully fixed for good. And so something I've been wanting to do is do longer playthroughs on the channel. But the thing is, it's not something that is widely viewed and widely accepted on the channel. People more so like the funny stuff. They like, the cut up bits. And so that's okay. I don't mind making videos like that. Absolutely love it. But I still want to have a way that I can do like just longer games, like stuff like, if I decide to do Asgard's Wrath, something like that, or No More Rainbows, which came out today, something like that. So what I'm going to be doing is actually doing full playthrough streams where I'm going through an entire game, either on 1 stream, 2 streams, 3 streams. I'm just going through it. All right. And so I think the very first one I'm going to be doing this with, testing out the waters, seeing how y'all like it, is going to be No More Rainbows, which is going to be happening this weekend. So it's either going to be happening on Saturday or Sunday, but I am very much excited about it. And so, yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. I don't know the timing as of yet. Sunday depends on, church, and then Saturday just depends on a few activities I got going on in life. And so if you want to join in on that, just be on the lookout this weekend. If you have not already, click the little notification bell down there and click all notifications. That way, whenever I do go live, you guys will be notified. You can come on in, hang out with me. No More Rainbows is a game I thoroughly enjoyed. I made a video about it a while back, and now the whole entire game is here. And so we're going to be diving through that, tearing apart the cuteness, and trying to beat it. So anyway, that's what I want to discuss. Thank y'all for being here today. Greatly appreciate it. It's been a lot of fun checking out all the games with you. If you enjoyed today's stream, leave a thumbs up. Greatly appreciate it. And just subscribe if you're new here. But with all that being said, I hope you'll have a lovely day, and I will probably see you tomorrow with a new video. But until then, y'all take care, and I will see you very, very soon.